Thank you guys for 121 subscribers. As promised, I'll make a special what if. This what if is called What If Dragon Ball Lewis XL was in Dragon Ball. Now, many people made their self in Dragon Ball, such as these four wonderful YouTubers. However, I want to do things a little different. Instead of adding myself magically teleporting to the show, instead, just like Salasingen did, he did something a little different, such as the other what ifs. Instead of adding himself magically teleported into the Dragon Ball universe, he added a new character introduced to the series, where Dr. Jerome, well actually I won't get into much detail, but if you do watch it, you will get to know a little more, and you know what I mean, if you want to get the full details and stuff. I might do something similar. Instead, a new character will be born in Planet Vegeta. If I met one, I met at least 3 new characters will be introduced in the series, since I want to keep the series a little more interesting. So if you do guys enjoy, if you want to make another special video, I will add. I'll say I'll make another special video if we hit 200 subscribers. So anyway, let us begin this special what if. So where this story will take place at? Well, it will start where Broly was sent away to Fampa. No, actually, this place would take off where Goku was born. Another Saiyan with a high power level was born in the castle. And this Saiyan has also the exact same potential as Broly has. No, not the crazy Berserker Saiyan. This Saiyan is really very special. The exact same potential as Broly from Dragon Ball Super. And the two Saiyans, the parents, they're afraid that King Vegeta might figure it out. However, they're lucky because King Vegeta doesn't bother checking the chamber, since he already knew that his son's strong enough, and his son's already outside doing missions, so he has no reason to check that chamber. And not only that, he does allow the two Saiyans to go in, since there are elite Saiyans, so they could visit their son. Until they'll be friends with Bardock too, which sometimes they will go off missions together with Bardock's crew. Eventually, Bardock will still have his suspicions against Frieza, and he will try to convince his 2 comrades about Frieza. Of course, the mother is skeptical, but his father knows that he trusts Bardock such a long time, so he does believe him. So he plans to take his son to a different place. He's not going to send his son to Earth. Instead, he's going to send him to a different planet, hoping that someday they could come to their son and pick them up. However, that's not the case. And this time, Bardock doesn't go alone to face Frieza. The father Saiyan come in, try to assist him. However, it's still futile, as the planet has been exploded. The part that this little child Saiyan, which we call him Lewis, he has been sent to a different planet. This planet he was located to go on is Namek. So his power went into Namek, and once the Namekians heard explosion, they went to check it out, and they saw a little Saiyan child. They didn't know he's a Saiyan yet, so they grab him and take him to the Grand Elder's place. Guru looks at the child. He put his hand on his head and read everyone's mind. He knows his name, where he's from, who he is, and now he gets here. He agreed. He's still going to call him Lewis, since that's his original name. He's going to keep calling that. He tells Snail that he's had his responsibility to take care of this child, which Snail obliges. So over these 10 or 11 years, he's going to teach the child how to talk, walk, respect the Namekians, and even train him a little. However, sometimes Lewis will go to Berserk when he gets too overconfident in battles. Yeah, at first he was rowdy like Goku, but more and more he gets to learn how to meditate and control his rage power. So the two of them will eventually get a lot stronger. Like now, his power level will be really high, like 1,000. Now, the reason why this is so hard is because Neil almost get death experience a few quite times by Lewis when he's using his raffle form. Since Saiyan, he never bumped his head, he will still have that Saiyan nature. But of course, Lewis does treat Nail like a father figure and treats Guru as a grandpa or grandfather. And of course, you could say that Nail never gets Zenkais, but training with Lewis for such a long time, like 10 years, yeah, this will make sense that his power will grow to 1,000. If not, maybe 3,000. As for Lewis, his power level will be around 60,000, but when raffle, power will be 50,000. Yeah, already stronger than Frieza. He's not going to stay on Namek for long since he decided that he wants to travel to a different worlds. He wants to learn more about different planets and stuff, which the Nekins are hesitant to let him go. Which Guru said that, you know what to say, when people goes big, they want to do their own things. Which Guru is saddened that he wants to leave, but he always told Lewis that he is always welcome to come. And while of that, he did. One of the Nekins don't know how to fix his broken Saiyan pod, but after a few years, at least trying to study it, they're able to fix it. Of course, you could say there's no any smart Nekins or mechanical, but I remember that Comet used their ships to go to Earth, so. And of course, yeah, the Nekins were extinct by storm and stuff like that, but I feel like some of them would grow smarter too, at least some of them, and they're able to fix his ship. But before Lewis leave, Guru gives him one final gift. He unlocks his potential, and his power level rise even higher. He tells that he's gonna need that power up just in case if any threats try to threaten him. Which Lewis thanks Guru, he bows, and then he goes to the Saiyan pod, leaving planet Namek. And the Saiyan pod will land on one planet that he was gonna stay here for now on, planet Earth. Now this is where things will get a little difficult for me to add. For one, I don't know which location will he stay at. Either one, I could think of he could stay at Grandpa Gohan's house. Two, it could either be on Master Roshi's place, or three, a whole new place. Now option one, I do not want to add that since I don't want to add another Goku Jr. Or two, I don't want Master Roshi to teach him to be a creep like him, but at the same time he'll be a martial artist, but still. So I decided that we're gonna change him a different new place, a new area that is not even on the show, which I'm gonna make it up. So the child will land in that specific area, which this town, which I'm gonna make up, I will call it Standard Town. Which in this town, there's a very powerful warrior that's actually above Master Roshi, even Tien too. So he will land in that place, and right away he wants to study Earth culture so he can know more about him. And thanks to meditation, he's able to calm himself down and be more polite and patient, unlike other Saiyans are. Eventually, he does get a lot peaceful and able to learn stuff. He even get a job so he can earn money and get his own house. One day, while training himself, someone did spot him training. It was a little girl, which is little girl, she'll be called Cindy. And Cindy, she was also a martial artist since she was training the strongest person in the town here. Which the strongest person in this town was called Mike, since Mike is a power level of really higher than Master Roshi, and she was training with him, so she could someday enter the war tournament. And when she spotted Lewis training, she wanted to jump in too, which Lewis just let her do. And it was sport a little bit, which Lewis has to heavily hold back. She did have fun. She asked if she wanted to join her in Mark's dojo. He's curious what a dojo is, which explained what it is. Lewis nods, agreeing to go with her, and the two will walk to the dojo. And that's where we leave this mini what if for now. There's could be more parts, obviously. I just want to stop it at that part. because to me I feel like it's getting slightly a little bit long, but I feel like it's perfectly long. Thanks for watching.